Hello. Guys, let me know in the chat if you can hear me, if you can see me. I'm excited to be here. Hi, everybody. Let me take a look at the chat and see what we've got going on. I see a lot of people. Hello. How is it going? Hello, Gustavo, Fabio, Isabel, Catarina, Taina, Jessica, Francisco, ¿cómo están? Sometimes the Spanish takes over in my brain because I do a lot of live classes in Spanish as well. You can hear me, right? Yes. Oh my gosh. Hello. Long time no see is correct. I haven't done a live class for the course in a pretty long time. But I am excited to be here. For those of you who don't know who I am Adam. I am a teacher in LATAM, so I teach English to Spanish speakers, but I also teach English to English speakers as well. So tell me, guys, actually, where you are from or what language you speak. Obviously, you speak some English, and that's what this class will be. It will be 100% in English, but I see that someone speaks Spanish. Yo hablo español, muy bien. I see that some people speak Portuguese. I know a lot of you guys are from Brazil as well. Yes, amazing. And I don't know if you guys have seen me in any of the course from Brazil. I think I'm in a couple of teacher Paula's classes, maybe. I know we did a vlog style class. It might have been backstage. I'm not sure, but you might have seen me in teacher Paula's classes doing fully English because although I speak a little bit of Portuguese, it's not very good. So I am going to stick to English in this class. So with that being said, if you guys don't understand me or I'm speaking too fast or there's a word you don't understand, anything, just let me know. I'm super happy to slow down, to answer any questions, to whatever you guys need, okay? So don't worry if you don't understand something. It's totally fine. That's why you're here. It's just amazing that you are here listening to me fully speak in English, right? So amazing job, guys. Awesome. I see some feedback that I am speaking clear. Ooh, feedback. That's a good word for today. Also, guys, if you hear noise or if you hear a loud car or anything, it's because I am in Los Angeles and it's loud. I live on a pretty main street and it's very loud. So I apologize for that in advance. Awesome. Okay, cool, guys. Again, tell me where you're from. I see people from Venezuela, Brazil. Amazing. Sao Paulo, Portuguese. Yes. Awesome. Argentina. Eva from Argentina. Hola, Eva. Spanish. Maria. Awesome. How is everyone doing? Are we good? Are we excited for this class? This is going to be a pretty interesting class where we discuss some important topics and vocabulary in the workplace. Job-related situations is what we have here on the screen. Job-related situations. I think I'm going to put it, there we go. I want it to be a little bit bigger. Job-related situations. So this is important, guys. This is, for those situations in which you have to do work or professional activity in English. And I think that is something that a lot of us are trying to achieve. I think a lot of us, have the goals of working in English. Maybe you want to work for an American company or a British company or an Australian company or a company in Latin America that does most of its work in English, right? I think that's pretty common. And to be honest, guys, I have noticed, and let me know in the chat if this is true, that so much of the vocabulary in Brazil, specifically in Brazil and in other parts of Latin America, so much of the vocabulary in the workplace is already in English. There are so many terms like, but I noticed that it's said with a Brazilian accent or a Brazilian understanding. For example, the word marketing. I've heard people say marketing, right? So there are tons of words that, I don't know if that was a good example, but there are tons of words that are already in English. Do you understand? Does that make sense? For those of you wondering, sorry, yes, I am a native English speaker. I am from the United States and I live in California. Okay? Sorry, I should have said that. I grew up on the East Coast, Washington, D.C., and now I moved to California. Good? Los Angeles. Yeah, the weather is amazing always. That's one of my favorite things. Thank you guys for answering those questions to other people. Yeah, Giovanni. I hear the word feedback. I hear people say feedback, right? So there is already an understanding of the English business world in Portuguese, right? In Brazil. Yeah, deadline, brainstorm. Yes, amazing. Perfect, guys. So I think this class will be good because now we'll start to see these terms and understand them in English more so than necessarily in the way they're said in Brazil. I think it's great that you have this understanding, and I think it gives you a better insight of what these words mean, right? You know what these words mean because you hear them. You hear them spoken, especially in professional environments. So that is what we're going to do today. We're going to try to understand how we can handle certain situations. So it's kind of like a simulation as if you were in the workplace in English, okay? That's what we're going to do. Awesome. So we're going to start with some warm-up questions here, and I'm going to take myself away so you can see them clearly. Guys, first question. What comes to mind when you hear business English or English is essential for the job position? What words or phrases or terms or vocabulary come to mind? What do you think of when you hear the term business English? What do you think of? Let me know in the chat. What can you guys see? The layout is covering your face. How about now? Oh, that's okay. I know my face is gone, but can you hear me? You can hear me? Also, oh, the QR code. How do I get rid of that? Yes, let me see what I can do. Oh no. Okay, I think let me see what I can do, guys. Maybe if I do this, can you see it better? I'm not sure why that is down there. Oh, maybe. Oh, I got it. We're going to, yes, I did it. I feel so smart. Okay. Is that better? Can you guys see now? And I know that Fluency logo is up there in the top. Wow, there are so many things you can do in here. Good. Are we good now? We're going to hide that. We're going to hide that. Okay. Now we are seeing. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm a little slow with it. Also, I'm just going to say this reminder. This class is 100% in English. So if you don't understand something, don't worry. Okay, awesome. I can slow down, don't worry. Awesome. I'm seeing that people are commenting. Yes. Yes. Okay. All around. Yes. English that we need in the workplace. Perfect. A formal way to speak English. Yes, that is great, Danilo. Yes. A formal way to speak English. That is a good way to put it because it does feel more formal. It is more corporate, right? Yes. Awesome. Learn some specific words that's very useful in your job. Perfect. That is exactly right. We have to learn these technical, more specific, more niche. Niche is a word that I would use for the job, right? For the industry, for whatever business you are in. This is great. Role, earn, entrepreneurship. That is a tough word, Gustavo. Entrepreneurship. Amazing. I loved those words. Yes, a very specific vocabulary. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. You guys are hitting it on the head, hitting the nail on the head. That's another term I know in English. A working environment. Okay. Wage, role, entrepreneurship, partnerships, clients, work abroad. Luisa, don't worry. Don't worry. We're just here to listen. Don't worry. Yeah, that's okay. If you don't need to speak business English, that is okay and that is understandable. But these words will also be useful in everyday English. Okay, these are words that, will come up. If you have conversations in English, these words will probably be said. Okay, goals and results, profit, amazing, awesome, good. So, have you ever talked to someone in English about work? Have you ever had a conversation? This is the second question. Have you ever had a conversation with someone in English about your job, about your work? Have you ever heard someone have a conversation about work in English? Let me know. Yeah, because I think at least when I was learning Spanish at the beginning, I was amazing at having very surface level conversations. So I would say, "Hey, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Great. Do you want to drink coffee? Yeah, let's go get a coffee. Awesome." But I couldn't go much deeper than that, right? I couldn't ask them about their job. I couldn't respond to them about their job. I couldn't understand what they were telling me about their job or their work or their business because I didn't have that level of technical vocabulary or general understanding of the industry, right? Of business English. Okay. So what I'm seeing is, yes, with my sister, we were talking about what we wanted to achieve and stuff like that. Amazing. Guys, your English is really, really good. Amazing. Amazing job. I'm really impressed. Okay, great. I've talked about work in English in classes. Yes, that is the way that we figure out how to do this. That is how we learn to really apply this in the real world. I remember I made a friend for the first time in Spain that was a finance person. And I had no idea how to talk to them about finance, about business, about corporate stuff. And I felt bad because I wanted to engage in conversation, right? Right. You've had English interviews. Amazing. You are a student in school. So in school, you're probably going to talk about business stuff. You've talked in Portuguese only. Don't worry. We're going to get some useful phrases and useful words and vocabulary. Yes, and documents, exactly. This is very useful for written English as well. English interviews, English calls to solve issues. Amazing, amazing. Okay, I'm getting a good understanding. Lawsuits, management. Yeah, okay. Perfect. I love this. I love that you said this. I try even with wrong sentences. That is amazing. And I think that's a great way to get yourself out there and not worry about your English, right? Yes, great. Two most common pitfalls into a company. Great, great comment right here. Okay. Okay. So, what I want to know is those of you who do work in the business, I'm going to put myself here for just a second. Those of you who do work in business or have common, conversations in business, tell me what you need to work on, situations that you want to get better at. Let me know in the chat things that you just want to be able to say, okay, I feel comfortable and now I can have these conversations. Maybe you want to know how to talk to a coworker about an issue. Maybe you want to be able to ask your boss a question. Maybe you want to have an opinion about someone else's work. Any situations. Let me know what specific situations you guys want to work on. Okay, let me know. So I'm going to go back to this then. Specific situation you would like to dominate in the workplace, right? Awesome. Awesome. I see that someone is a software engineer. So you have to write a lot of documents, coding all the time. Mariana, college application, amazing. Yes. Yes, you want to use a more business-oriented formal vocabulary, right? Yeah, okay. Goals, teamwork, amazing. Right. Yeah, right. I want to do English interviews, presentations, represent a company abroad. Yes. Great goals. Great goals. Sell products, discuss technical issues related to specific jobs. Interviews. Yeah, okay. Guys, that's awesome. All very important and very relevant. Yeah, Gustavo, I want to talk with my coworkers. These are all things that are incredibly relevant, incredibly important that we need to know how to do in the workplace, in a business setting. Okay, great, Eugenio. Business, some vocabulary in the office. Great. We are going to cover that, so don't worry. Okay? Great, guys. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Let's take a look at one last question. Do you think English as a second language can help you achieve your goals? Do you think English can help you achieve your goals? Those of you, I'm sure you have goals, right? You have goals, and maybe one of your goals is that English is really important for you to achieve it, right? Yes, I'm seeing yes. And that's why we're here, right? Just the fact that you're here listening to me speak only in English is improving your English. It is improving your level. You are comprehending English, and that's a huge part of it, especially in the workplace. Why do I say this? Because in the workplace, one of the most important things you need to be able to do is listen really well. If you don't understand and listen to what your boss or your coworker is saying to you, you're not going to do what they need you to do, right? You're going to miss things. You're not going to understand things. You're going to do the wrong thing. So listening and obviously being able to respond and confirm that you understand is important, but truly listening and taking in what your boss tells you to do is really important. Okay, achieve is to achieve. How do I explain it in English? In Spanish, it's lograr. Achieve is to make something happen that you really want to happen, is to complete something, is to get to a level of something. Yeah, Virginia, conquistar algo. Yeah, basically. It's to complete something fully. So say you want to get a job in finance, right? Achieving that would be getting the job. Okay? Alcanzar. Yeah, exactly. Okay, wonderful, guys. So we know that we have goals. We know that we have things we want to achieve, and English is either going to really help or really make it much easier, or you need it. right? Sometimes we absolutely need English for a job. Sometimes that's just how it works. Sometimes the job will say on the resume, needs to speak English, proficiency in English, right? I see tons of jobs that say that. Yeah. That's a great question, Gustavo. If I use in daily meetings with my team something like you guys, would I sound informal? Yes. Yes, it depends on the context. Because really, you guys is just the translation of vocês or ustedes, right? That's the translation. It's talking about you all. So if you want to be slightly more formal, you can say you all. Todos vocês, todos ustedes, right? You all. Okay? That would be more formal. You guys is definitely more informal. So that's a great question. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, now that we've had those questions, we're going to jump in to some words and terms that we need to know in the workplace. Guys, honestly, when I asked you all to comment some words that came to mind when I said business English, you guys said some of these words right here. Can I be on the screen? Yes, I can. You guys said some of these words. I saw someone say teamwork. I saw someone write meeting. I saw deadline. I saw feedback, collaboration. So what's important about these words? First off, let me know in the chat if you don't understand any of these words, because it's important that we understand these. And like I said before, in Brazil, I'm not sure exactly how it is in all of Latin America, but so many of these terms are used in business settings in English, right? In English. I remember when I went to Brazil for some work, I heard, and I understand some Portuguese, but I heard a lot of people say deadline, feedback. I promise I heard them, right? Approval. Great question. Approval. Approval means to have permission, permiso, to have the approval to do something. So if you ask your boss, hey, can I work on this project? And they say yes, they gave you approval. They gave you permission, okay? Proposal would be, let's say that your boss asks you to prepare something, to prepare an idea, or to prepare a PowerPoint, and then go back to them and show it to them with a step-by-step of what you're working on. That is a proposal. You are proposing to your boss your project or your idea. That's a proposal. It's something that will then need approval. Okay? Giovanni, that's a good question. A bid is a little bit more specific, and honestly, in a specific context, the word bid is used a lot in English. So say you go to an auction. An auction is where people have cars or old antique furniture, really anything. An auction can be anything. But if you go to an auction, people are selling their products, and they're saying, hey, 500 for this, 500 for this. Oh, someone raises their hand and says, I'll pay 500. That person who raises their hand is giving a bid. They're giving a number, a bid on that product. Okay? So if someone says, I'll pay 500, them saying I will pay 500 is a bid. If someone else says, no, I'll pay 1,000, they made a bid. They made a higher bid. Got it? That's what a bid is. Okay. Any other vocab here? Any other vocab? We got it? Productivity. Listen really close. Yeah, collab. Yeah. Listen really close to my pronunciation of these words, right, guys? It's important. So, meeting, approval, teamwork. I think an important thing to notice when I'm pronouncing these words is where the emphasis is, where I am showing more emphasis. So for example, the word teamwork, it's emphasized in the first part of the word. Teamwork. Teamwork. I'm not saying teamwork. I'm saying teamwork. Same thing with deadline. 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 Collaboration. Collaboration. Productivity. Presentation. Proposal. Feedback. Awesome. Yes, oferta can be proposal. Propuesta. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, bit is like lance. Yes. Good. Awesome, guys. Yes, we got it. Any questions? Any other questions with these words? Let me know. Any other questions? Let me know. Does anyone know what that is called? That is in between the words, that image of that object. Does anyone know what that's called? That's a good word. I'm just curious. Does anyone know? I will wait in the chat. Okay, I'm going to give you 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7. Danilo, yeah. Okay, Giovanni. Lamp would be what holds that. So I have a lamp over here and it holds that. That is actually a light bulb. Light bulb. So the light bulb goes inside of the lamp. You know how you twist in the light bulb? You twist the light bulb into the lamp, which is the bigger thing, okay? Yes, okay. I saw a question that I liked. Difference between meeting and reunion. A meeting is typically work-related, professional, right? So if I have a meeting with my financial advisor, that's professional. A reunion, this is different in English. A reunion is when people reunite after time has passed. Okay? So for example, we use it a lot in English. If you made a lot of friends in high school, you have 5 friends in high school that you love, but you haven't seen them in 5 years. Okay? When you see them again, you plan a reunion. You reunite with them. Okay? That's how it's used in English. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Daniel. Pronunciation is key. Exactly. Awesome, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We are going to go to the next slide then. I'm going to remove this comment. Let's go. These are really, really, really good phrases that you can use in the workplace. Deadline, Eugenio, means the date where you have to have something done or turned in by, okay? Yeah. Awesome. Ana, productivity. 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 So think of the word product, producto, no, product. So productivity. Productivity. Got it? Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Guys, so let's take a look at these phrases then. Communication is the most important thing in the workplace, I would say, okay? So sometimes finding the right words, the right phrases, the right way to communicate is hard. These are phrases you can use all the time that will make that easier. They are like go-to phrases, okay? So the first phrase here is, can you elaborate on that? You guys see that? Can you elaborate on that? That, honestly, I want to put my face here so you guys see me and can see my eyes and stuff. Oh my gosh, the light is peeking through and hitting my face. Anyways, can you elaborate on that? I use that phrase when I need a better understanding of some idea, some project, some proposal. When I don't understand it or I want to know more about it, I will use this phrase. Can you elaborate on that? Okay? Got it? Does anyone not understand that? Cool. This next phrase, let's touch base. Let's touch base. I'm going to make the screen bigger because I know some people watch on their phone. Let's touch base. Yeah, Yuri. Yes. Is it like repeat in a better way? Yes, it is. It means, look, I'm not understanding something. Can you repeat it or can you make it clearer? Can you go more into detail so I have a better understanding? Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's touch base. Let's touch base. This is interesting because it looks so strange, right? Like touch base. What does that mean? This is a simple way to say, and I'm going to write this for you guys. It's a really simple way to say, let me write it here. Let's meet with each other. Let's meet with each other. That is what let's touch base means. It basically means let's talk. Let's meet and talk, okay? You got it? Let's meet, let's talk, let's figure this out. Let's touch base. I don't know why. I say it all the time though. I do. I really say it all the time in English. Let's touch base. It's more formal. It's more business, right? It's a business context. It's a more formal context. Okay. Awesome. Next thing, I'm on board. I'm on board. This is a very simple way to say, let me edit this, to say, I agree with you. I agree with you. Or I support what you are saying. I am totally on your side. Okay, that's what I'm on board means. Got it? I'm on board. Next. Yeah, Gustavo, shall we talk? Should we talk? That is another way to say let's touch base, okay? Awesome. I'm on board is I agree with you. I am on your side. I am supporting you. I'm on your team. Let's do it, okay? Next, I have arranged this meeting because this is a great phrase to use when you have set up a meeting, right? When you have organized a meeting, maybe something was wrong. Maybe something bad happened. Maybe you need to communicate something to your team. So you want to get everyone together. So you say, I have arranged this meeting because, and then you tell them why. I have arranged this meeting because someone didn't meet the deadline, or I have arranged this meeting because I am the boss and I need to tell you something. I have arranged this meeting because whatever it might be, okay? To arrange means to set up. That would be the phrasal verb, to set up or to organize or to make happen, okay? Great. Next word. Let's see. I'm going to get rid of this banner. Good. We need those reports ready ASAP. We need those reports ready ASAP. This is serious, right? When your boss is mad and you didn't have something done quickly, they might say, hey, I need the reports ready ASAP. ASAP. Oh, another thing. People in the US say ASAP or they spell it out and say ASAP. Okay? ASAP, ASAP, as soon as possible, right? As soon as possible. Cool. Next phrase, just to clarify, just to clarify. That is literally, I'm trying to think when I would use this. If someone doesn't understand something, if someone is confused, this is a great phrase. Just to clarify, just to clear this up, this is what it means. It means to make clear. To make clear. Just to clarify, just so that you understand, just to make this more understandable, okay? Cool. Yes. Awesome. Next phrase. Can you repeat that, please? Guys, this is really important, not just for people who didn't understand something that was said, but when something is difficult to understand, when you're like, wait, that didn't make sense. Can you please repeat that? Can you repeat that, please? Okay. I remember saying it all the time when I was learning Spanish. ¿Puedes repetir eso, por favor? Can you repeat that, please? I did not understand. Yeah. Great, Yuri. Yes, Yuri, exactly. Oh my gosh, I love it. You're already using the phrase that we taught you. Can you elaborate on that? If you want to say, can you repeat that, please, but you don't want to actually ask them to repeat it, say, can you elaborate on that? Okay? Because it makes it makes the other person understand that like you understood something and you need more detail. You're like, just give me something else. It's not clear enough. Okay? Cool. Next one. To sum up. To sum up. To sum up. Eller, touch base means to talk to each other. It means to meet. It means you are going to meet up with somebody and talk. Okay? Yes, Virginia. Amazing. Thank you. I love when people help each other. To sum up. To sum up. This is a phrasal verb. To sum up, and this is a good trick to learn, it actually means really to summarize. To summarize. Okay? To sum up. It means to take all the information that I just said to you, to take all the important things I just told you and summarize. Make it into a brief, short understanding of something. Summarize, to sum up, okay? I'm sorry the light is hitting me on the face. I can't really avoid it. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay. And lastly, a phrase that you should absolutely use when you are listening to someone and know what they are saying. You say, I understand what you're saying, okay? Awesome. Guys, any questions with these phrases? Any questions? Let me know. Let me know. Oh my gosh, I love to see familiar names from other classes. Rosangela, hello. How are you? Yeah, okay. Any questions before we move on to the last part of the class? Any questions? I'll give you 10 seconds. No? Okay. Awesome. Any questions? Okay, guys, we're going to go to our last activity. But so far, we've learned a lot more phrases in business English. We've learned some new vocabulary, right? Okay, I see a question. You are speaking English but didn't have a good accent. Can you repeat it? Is good for that? Yes, that is a great way to do it. Guys, because remember, English is hard, right? Yes, English is hard. And people are doing their best. And it's really hard phonetically to pronounce things right all the time. So the best and most respectful way to do this is to do exactly what you said. Can you repeat that, please? Or say, sorry, I didn't understand. Can you repeat that? Or can you elaborate? Sorry, say that again, right? Without pointing out anything about their speaking, because we don't want to make others feel self-conscious. We don't want to make others feel bad about their English, right? Because everyone has a different English. Everyone is in a different process, a different, step in their journey, right? Everyone's in a different moment. So we don't want to make anyone feel bad. So great phrase here. Can you repeat that, please? Can you repeat that? Great. Okay. Awesome. English is not easy. I'm really lucky that I was born speaking English, I think. Yeah, exactly. Not to be too harsh. Yeah, or can you say that again a little bit slower? Yeah, great. Awesome, guys. Okay, then we are going to jump into the last exercise here. This is a situation, okay? This is a situation that you could be in in the workplace in English. And I want you to tell me what you would do. How would you deal with this? Okay? So the situation is, imagine you have a disagreement with a coworker about a project deadline. How would you handle it? Remember, guys, this is a business context. This is pretend you are in the office. You're in the office and you have a disagreement with someone. What is the best way to handle this? Are you going to yell at them? Are you going to be direct? Are you going to try your best to just communicate what you're feeling? What are you going to do? How are you going to handle it? Let me know in the chat. And if you don't understand this question, let me know and I will rephrase or make it more understandable, okay? So basically what this question is saying, yeah, Giovanni, that's great. That's amazing. I'd show him or her the importance of that deadline. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I like that. I'm sorry. I have a different opinion. Perfect. You are expressing that you're sorry, but you're still letting them know how you feel. Handle. How would you handle it? Handle means to deal with. It means to go about. How would you deal with? How would you how would you do this situation, to be very direct? What would you do in this situation? How would you as a person handle it? Handle means to I don't know how to say it in Portuguese. In Spanish, it would be like manejarlo. ¿Cómo vas a manejarlo, right? How are you going to go about it? How are you going to handle it? Lidiar, yeah, to deal with. Lidar, yeah, right. I'll try to understand. I'm going to share some of these. Okay, I'd try to talk with my coworker and show her my reasons to choose that deadline. Great. Communication. Yeah, I'd like to discuss the deadline, right? Great, guys, great. Yes, share your point of view and maybe convince them on your point of view. And be careful to also listen to their point of view, right? Maybe they also have a good reasoning, right? Okay, I like this. Try to understand why he or she can't get it done by the deadline. Guys, I am so impressed with your English. I just want to say that. You are very, very good. Your English is really progressing. I'm just impressed. So congratulations to all of you guys. Yeah. Yes, Yuri, amazing. Listen to their point of view and try to show mine. Yeah, guys, I'm loving it. I'm loving the participation. I would try to listen to him, the points that support my opinion. Okay, yeah. Yes, great. You would find the time to do it. Work out the date. Yeah, show them the impact of the task, if done or not done. That's wonderful, Lucas. That's great. In a business, you're going to lay it out for them. You're going to say, look, if you don't do this, this is going to happen. And if you do this, this is what will happen. I love it. Awesome, guys. I love it. We have to work like a team. We have to try to be on the same page. Exactly, Rosangela. Amazing. Awesome, guys. Okay, next situation. Feedback can be tricky. And if you don't, tricky means difficult to handle, difficult to deal with, hard to take in, right? Feedback. You don't want to be criticized, okay? So feedback can be tricky, it can be difficult, but it's essential for growth, right? If you want to grow, you need feedback. Let's simulate a scenario where you need to give constructive feedback to a team member. I love it. So, how are you going to give feedback to someone else? How are you going to give them your critique? How are you going to handle this? Are you going to be nice? Are you going to be positive? How are you going to make them see that they need to work on something, but not crushing them, not making them sad, right? Giovanni, always in private. That is wonderful. Definitely give feedback in private, right? Because it can be a very vulnerable state for somebody. You are telling them what they're doing wrong and what they need to improve. But it's important to tell them what they're doing right also, right? If you never know what you're doing right or what you're doing well, maybe you won't continue to do it, right? I love this. It's not a personal thing, but I need to give you some feedback. It's necessary for your improvement, for our improvement too. Amazing. Yes, show your appreciation. Show your appreciation, and then tell them what could improve, right? It's nothing personal. Remember that. A lot of people take it personal, but it's nothing personal, right? Oh, Sydney, I don't know what this is. Can you tell me what this is? Apply the SBI method. Let me know what that is. I'm curious. Present the good points and present points that he or she needs to improve with respect. Amazing response. I love that you said this. So good. Sorry, pointing down. I love it. Yes, be nice, but point out what they need to hear. And remember, this is the workplace. We have to be able to kind of separate. This doesn't have to do with their personality. This is just, I want to help you improve, right? Talk alone. Yes. Oh, thank you for explaining situation, behavior, impact. Cool. I love it. Yeah. Okay. So show them how important their work is, right? And how we can make it better. Yes, we have the chance to make it better when we listen. Yeah. It's important to recognize his or her effort, but a true feedback is very valuable, right? Yeah, guys, I love it. Okay, we're going to have one more question here because you guys gave some great responses. Let's take a look at this last question, this last situation. Networking events can be challenging, right? Networking, talking to people, trying to make connections, but they're really good opportunities to expand your circle, to meet people, to make connections, to make opportunities happen. How do you strike up a conversation with a possible contact, with a possible person that could be a connection? How do you start the conversation? What do you think is a good way to go about this? Do you ask about them? Do you show interest in their work? Do you talk about yourself? What do you do to start a conversation with someone who really you want something out of? You want to get to know them for your professional growth. How do you start this conversation, people? What do we think? Great. Relatability, finding a common topic. This is a wonderful way to start a conversation, right? Especially in the business world. You find what they like and you connect with them, but you're also using that to keep going and make the conversation comfortable. I love that. Establish a rapport to a true connection with other people. Yeah. Yes. Awesome. Yeah, Giovanni. So similar to finding a common topic is starting with something that interests him or her. Of course. Yeah, Rosangela, break the ice first. Of course. I need to know a little bit about you. I need to feel a little bit comfortable to have this conversation, right? Yeah. So this is so interesting. And I really like that you said this, Yuri. Invite them to a lunch and be gentle. And this is something that I think would be really helpful and beneficial in the United States. Because here in the US, I think so many times people go straight to business. They go straight to professional. They don't care to know the person, right? They don't ask about their life. And I think the US could use this. I do. Yeah. Yeah, knowing the person, your hobbies, your interest. Yeah. Normally I ask about family, work, dreams, trips. Amazing. You are connecting with that person, and that's amazing. The connection here is to then make the opportunities happen, right? That's what networking is. Okay. Awesome, guys. Guys, you did amazing. You really I feel like we connected, even though I can't hear you. I feel like you really paid attention. You took in this class. You understood what was happening. And I'm really, really happy. I'm really proud. I am proud. I know I'm not one of your main teachers, but I am so, anytime I see such progression and advancing in English, I'm just so impressed. And I know you guys are working hard. I do. And I know the teachers are wanting you to make it, and make it and do better. I know it. Okay. So amazing job. There is a survey, a satisfaction survey that is in the link of the description of the live. If you could take that, that would be great. I wanted to thank you guys again for being here with me. Again, I am so, so impressed. Gustavo, California is the core of entrepreneurship. Yes, California, there are tons of entrepreneurs in the state of California. So that's really great. I'm impressed that you knew that. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Many thanks. Many thanks. Oh, Maria, how exciting. Thank you for coming. I'm so glad you're here. Awesome. 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 Guys, again, you are doing really, really good. Stick with it. I remember some of the first live classes that I did. People have gotten so much better. And hey, if you are just now starting, you're going to get to the level. You see it here. Hold on, I want to be closer. There's proof in this chat of people that have advanced so much, that have gone through this incredible journey with their English, right? So just keep it up. You guys rock. If you want to take the survey, that would be great. And again, thank you guys for coming. I had a blast. I hope you learned something. And awesome. Hugo, thank you so much. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your night. And I hope to see you in another class again soon. Bye, everybody. Besos, abrazos. Saludos. Yeah, of course. Have a good night, everyone.